May we take the national anthem. May we please be seated.
I want to first start by thanking you so much for the love you have shown to the media. I want to admit that only few governors have always demonstrated that kind of sacrifice and love for the media. Last year when we had this event, you came back from Abuja, and ordinarily, any executive would have given an excuse that I know I'm just coming from Abuja, I'm tired and so on. Even when I wanted to suggest it, you said, no, I've made my commitment, I must honor it. And by sheer coincidence, today again, you came back from Abuja. And when I was talking with you on the phone, you told me that you were going to go to Kano for a program. And I said that before you come from Kano and come back to Owerri, you have this phone program, which will last for 3 hours. After that, how can you still go to school? That we can say, no, don't think of that. I told them I will hold it today and I'm going to do it today. So I want to thank you for that fidelity you have shown with the media. You know, when the chairperson of Lawod was talking today, I listened to her, she said that the Media Excellence Award established by His Excellency, that no other governor has done that, which is correct. But what she forgot was that even the program on which she was talking from, no other governor has done that either. And that is because I'm not aware of any other governor who has brought out 3 hours, exposed himself 3 hours for anything. Ask me any question. No holds back, anything, uncensored. And one of my friends, when I was telling him about the program, said, no, that I should get Android phone so that if the thing is falling, 2 color will show them, if it's an enemy, we'll bounce it. I said, if I do that, my guy will fire me immediately. Because he wants to take even those difficult questions, because he is capable and he is willing and is able. And you see that he demonstrated it today. So that was why we got touch phone, this small phone that doesn't identify anyone. And those of you who were there, you saw that it was transparent. And even all the barrage of questions, we handled them calmly and satisfactorily. So I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for today's outing. Very wonderful outing. Your Excellency, having said that, the only reason why we are here today is because you want to touch base with the journalists who practice journalism in Imo State. And all of them are gathered here. Your Excellency, I'm not even sure whether this has been, they will tell me, because I don't think that there has been any practice like this, where once a year, the government brings out time, even at his inconvenience, to just sit down and fraternize with journalists. And we have just done that at dinner. But beyond that, we are going to the main program, which is for His Excellency to present the award for the second edition of his award of excellence to media practitioners in Imo State to present the award. And of course, you know that the only reason why he presented that award is because of his love for the journalism profession. Why does he want to encourage excellence in journalism? It's to let you know that, you know, when he was talking today, he said, this yellow journalism, sometimes those who can control their temper, they can do anything. When they go out of their way to say things that are not true. But you can see that he can control his temper. I know the number of things that have been written about him and about the government in this our local class, and even nationals are not true. And he has not crucified anybody. And I'm sure some of those people who don't know speak bad things that are incorrect are here. And he's not discriminated. And I'm sure that some of those people got benefited from his like during the Christmas. That is the man that is their governor. So he's trying to send a message. I want to encourage excellence in journalism. Objective reportage for the good of the state and the country. That is his own way of what he calls strategic communication. And that is why he is today this award. So, Your Excellency, with your permission, I want to call on the chairman of the award committee, Chief Sarafide Oyeneke, who I must confess has been one of the wonderful supporters of this administration, to come and reel out the successful winners of this year's award, so that we proceed from there. Thank you very much, President.
Honorable Commissioner for Local Government Affairs, Mrs. Ruby Emere. Your Excellency, permit me to be positively selfish by singling out my dear brother, professional colleague, and good friend, Honorable Declan Mbadiwe for special recognition and for obvious reasons. One of the Chairman of APA, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the truth is that His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Imo State, has shown his interest to enhance the journalism profession. And that is why His Excellency has sustained this distinguished Senator Uzodimma Media Merit Award of Excellence. He has sustained it. And I want to say that already Imo State is now the envy of all the governors of all the states. I don't want to sound repetitive, because it is very obvious, it's been established that Imo is the only state that instituted this award and has sustained it. I think it deserves a round of applause. Before I reel out the awardees, I want to say that what His Excellency has done is most politicians in this country had always shied away from, and that is after which they done them. But His Excellency the Governor, in his wisdom, has realized the fact that if you use journalists, you must also appreciate them, because we cannot have an enhanced democratic process in this country. So, Your Excellency, I very much thank you and appreciate you. But I'm not even surprised, because I know very well that even when I was chairman of AUJ, all my visits to distinguished Senator Uzodimma, even with journalists, even when most Nigerians were not seeing dollars and so on, I remember vividly, some of you here, well, most of you are now younger journalists, but we remember when I took you to Omoma, how we were entertained, how we were always getting the information we wanted. Apart from coming back with hard currency, His Excellency, as a senator, donated a bus, a former bus to you. Now, without further waste of your time, Honorable Commissioner, I may not have the capacity, the qualifications, all that it takes to bring out His Excellency the Governor to present this award. But I must stress that while we should remain grateful, when I was appointed chairman of this committee, we did the work last year. I expected a situation where His Excellency or somebody, or through his proxy or whatever, will come and tell me, Fidel, look, you must do this and that. It is on record that last year, His Excellency never in any way influenced us. And the climax came this year, when even the Honorable Commissioner, who is the eye and eyes of the government, never even knew when we did our selection, very quality and qualitative selection. We brought professionals and we had this template, which I copied from the Nigerian Merit Awards and from the United States International Merit Awards. We applied the template. We were given a free hand. Those who emerge today should see themselves as the best and people who actually merit whatever they've given. There was no day the Commissioner of Information even asked me. So, Your Excellency, I am saying this at the glare of the whole world. And I repeat, I'm saying this at the glare of the whole world, so that they will appreciate the fact that you gave us a job, you gave us the free hand, you allowed us to do it professionally, and we did our best. While thanking His Excellency, however, kudos to this man, this professional journalist called Mbadiwe Dekla. On that note, I will now probably hand over the microphone back to the Honorable Commissioner. Well, okay, good. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. You know we learn every day. And these are not things we do every day. So now that I've gotten the permission, I will now tell you those who won this award. But before then, I want you to clap for all of them because they are eminently qualified for this. Did this judgment. All I did was to give them a template, and they joined. We added and came up with a percentage in mind. First, we have the best investigative journalist, a very rare area in journalism. And it went to a man I never knew. I just saw him for the first time day before yesterday. Yes, I never knew him because it was based on interest. But Governor, let me tell you, sir, and let me explain, sir. We got not less than 100 entries. So it was very, very competitive. Very, very competitive. And we arrived at this. Best investigative journalist, Chris Ugumba Amucha. Chris Ugumba Amucha. Amucha works with the Nigerian statesman. Best documentary TV journalist. Best documentary TV journalist, Reginald Mbajuma. Broadcasting Corporation. But then that is not to say people should also not be surprised because this is also determines where they are coming from, the quality of services. Best documentary radio journalist, Ngozi Ejimadu. Most outstanding radio presenter, Igbo. Most outstanding radio presenter, Igbo. Adeze Okara Anyanwu of Kozisa FM. Thanks to works with Imo Broadcasting Corporation. Most outstanding radio presenter, English. Most outstanding radio presenter, English. Uche Mary Omeniwote. Amai Radio of I thought she would be more excited than this. Okay, thank you very much. TV presenter. Most outstanding TV presenter. Akuna Sonny Azike. Also a 5 State correspondent. Yes, you see, that's the way the media works. Those we call state correspondents are those whose headquarters are not here in Imo State. And Your Excellency, it's very, very exciting that after due consideration and after all the whole assessment and so on, Faith Chichi Ibili what the million is of Nigerian Television Authority. How I wish one day will give you see the report that made her win this award. In spite of the problems, insecurity and so on in Imo State, she made a report that really told the people, even outside the world, that Imo, there are still human beings existing in Imo. Because of your excellence. We have the best sports reporter. Best sports reporter, Cosmos Chukwemeka Priya. The last, but never in any way the least. The last, but never in any way the least. Most creative cameraman TV. Most creative cameraman TV. The day we were assessing this work, I was thinking, I was saying in my mind, all this TikTok, this and that we get from abroad and so on. So we still have Nigerians who could do this and do it even better. And the name of the young person is Chigozie Augustine Emerem Gini. Now, are you the Chigozie? What are you? Why are you praising me? Is that true? Okay, that's wonderful. That is creativity, really. That is creativity in action. Thank you. On that note, we are excellency. I want to say that God will bless you for us. In capacity building for the media practitioners in Imo, it will be through workshops, through seminars, and so on. I know it is doable. And from what I have seen you do already, you can continue to assist the media people in Imo. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies and people. I am done. But permit me 1 minute to thank members of my committee. Omar, work with us. Collins Ohala, Mrs. The woman in IBC, Mrs. Aso and so forth. I remain grateful to all of you. You people were wonderful. You cooperated with me and the government. Thank you, Your Excellency, and God bless you. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that was the chairman of the selection committee, our own.
With every respect, I want to rest on the existing protocol. Yes, let's see, you know, of Imo State to come and present the award.
Best investigator be fast about it, please. Best documentary TV journalist. Let's be fast. Best documentary radio journalist Ngozi Madam.
Watching this.
Most outstanding radio presenter Igbo, Adezo Paranyawo. Most outstanding radio presenter English, Uche Mary Omediwode. Be clapping now. Most outstanding TV presenter Akunna Sodi Azuwike. Most outstanding state correspondent Faith Chichi Iwilo. Best sports reporter Cosmos Chukwemeka Puyama. And most creative cameraman TV Chigozie Augustine Emeridini. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Listen to His Excellency. Please keep back.
The DGs of the various media organizations, publishers of various newspapers, distinguished awardees, gentlemen of the press, let me first thank the Almighty God for making it possible for us to be here this evening. And indeed, the author of the new enthusiasm I've observed this evening among journalists in Imo State. I have seen a new sense of unity among you. I've seen a new determination. It seems to me that the realities of the current generation is manifesting, and good luck and development of the journalism profession is becoming incrementally a reality. I want to congratulate you because it is only when you're united that you will develop and grow the profession. And it is only when you grow the profession that journalism will bring value addition to the entire polity of Imo State. And it is when this kind of job satisfaction that you are wearing on your faces this evening is present that requires synergy and cooperation within every environment will defend life. So I want to thank you honestly from the bottom of my heart. I want to also commend members of the selection committee for a job well done. Though I listened to the chairman of the selection committee, he indeed explained how transparent the process was. Coincidentally, most of the awardees came from government-owned media houses. It is probably a coincidence, or it is because we have the best practitioners in the department. That's correct. Whichever it is, I congratulate all of you. You need to be encouraged. The profession needs to be encouraged. I want to see journalists in Imo State parade themselves with dignity and honor. I want to see you as proud members of the profession. I want to see you be the voice of the voiceless. I want to see a reportage, an objective reportage. We want to reduce the quantum of aggrandizement that does not help the society. All over the world, democracy is like a school. Journalism are the teachers. Politicians are the students. But here in Imo State, the reverse seems to be the case. Where the politicians most times set the pace for journalists. if you are a friend to journalists, you are bound to learn every day. I was very excited when the word investigative journalism was mentioned and somebody emerged as the best investigative journalist in Imo State. Those are the people we should look for. I recall with interest, as far back as 1997, 98, 99, during the Iran-Iraq war, when Hussein al-Mampo was at the war front representing CNN, despite all the bullets and bombings, she was there bold interrogating generals of the US Army. A risk no insurance company was ready to underwrite. Yes, she did successfully. And today, she's a hero in CNN. This exercise may not mean much to you, but for the integrity of the profession and for the image it will carry, the weighted value is something that you may not appreciate now. But in due course, you will remember that the governor did say that participating in this exercise is something worthwhile that will also enhance your career growth. It is not about the monetary benefit, but listening to the chairman of the selective committee, of the selection committee, over 100 applicants, and here come just 9. While congratulating those who applied, I'm also congratulating and commending those who emerged. I will encourage you, the relationship between the government and the political class whom I represent and the journalists in Imo State will be symbiotic. It's governed by reciprocity, where you benefit from me and I will benefit from you. When the chairman of the selection committee spoke, he said politicians use journalists, and otherwise it's supposed to be the case. Nobody is supposed to use anybody. The relationship is an academic one, where cross-fertilization of ideas and contribution to the service of humanity should be drive. So it's not about me. If I do the wrong thing, tell me. If you do the wrong thing, I will not fail to tell you. And democracy will not succeed if the handlers of democracy are not challenged. And what will challenge me is not every time you tell me that I'm right. I'm not God. God is the only perfect being. The reason why we are neighbors is that if there's something in my eye, you will help me to remove it. And if there's something also in your own eye, I will help you to remove it. So we are partners in progress. Because if you know it's safe for all of us, only then and then alone shall we enjoy. So areas have done well, commend me fine, but you must be able to tell me things that will provoke a new energy, that will add impetus to the achievements we already recorded. So don't, unfortunately, once you enter into this office, sometimes there is a very invisible perimeter fence that the occupant may not see. Some of you will see, some of you will not be able to see. But when it goes bad, the occupant takes the blame. When it goes well, sometimes relatives take the credit. So to encourage you, it's not only by making sure material things are given to you. The dividends of democracy does not only come in form of material things. It comes in form of the tangibles and the intangibles. So to grow your career and prepare your future, a lot of training and retraining is also required. So as you make progress in your career, those who are married today, because we did not plan on time, will be rewarded. Last year it was $500,000 naira. This year it will be 1 million naira. So the next year's award, or this year's award, 2023, I want it to be more competitive. I want to be part of an arrangement that will organize training workshops and seminars for journalists in Imo State. When winners emerge, we should be able to send some of the winners on foreign courses and trainings so that they'll be able to improve and gather more knowledge that will help drive society. It is only when you are efficient and effective that Imo people will benefit from your career. If you are complacent and pretend not to have a stake, you are not only killing the career, you are destroying the profession. I want NUJ Imo State to set up subcommittees which will include a committee that will enforce discipline, so that we can establish within the framework of the local society we are here a regulation that will drive the profession, so that our profession will be seen to be credible one, which will be able to petition to a committee that is in charge of discipline for misconduct and misbehavior of practitioners. If you look at the great men, outside philosophers, world leaders, global leaders, even before this time, many of them came from the journalism profession. There is no successful government in America without journalists. In England, the same thing. The strongest spiritual group in the entire Europe is British media. If you are a footballer, the best politician from the academia in the entire Europe, nobody will know you until the British media says so. Can we have a situation where the best are defined by Imo media? And then be in position to expose those who are destroying the society. Conscience is an open wound, only truth can heal it. When we were in that hall, one of the speakers said, we need to be protected. We need to be encouraged to do our job. But we can only do that if we have confidence that we will have gotten over the assurances that our behavioral pattern is credible. But when you point somebody with one hand and fold four, the other four are also pointing at you. So do what you are supposed or expected to do. And if there is nobody there to defend you, God will defend you. So I want to thank all of you. We in the state, as Imo people, I speak not only for the government of Imo State, but also for the people of Imo State. If you don't rise, you are indirectly punishing Imo people. An investigative journalist is a deductive analyst. Investigative journalism is driven by what we call circumstantial evidence. There must be a board. You are not an editor if you are a sole administrator. You must receive inputs from the field. Then before you will arrive at a position. Unfortunately, our publishers are not helped in the matter because of the near absence of remuneration for those who are determined to work for the profession. We will not conclude today because we will organize workshops where we will be able to dissect all issues and put them on the proper perspective. May God bless all of us.
Thank you very much. Just